Beginning to see a little bit of a pattern here. And what did Obama do? Well, I'm here to help in this time of crisis to the American public. I got news for you folks. He's part of the reason why we're in this time of crisis. Then again, so is George W. Bush. Guess what? We've been having this time coming for a long time. And Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter. We overspend every time we have a politician around. Because the idea is spend more, spend more, spend more, but never collect from outside. Okay. I get too political. So, Christmas. Think happy thoughts. Yeah, if you can believe it. So the punchline to this whole thing, how did this all relate? The government is slowly telling us, it's okay, we're here to help, but they're slowly taking over everything. And we, the people in general, go, yeah, okay, that sounds good, yeah, let's do that. Because it sounds surefire, it sounds like it works, but we're not thinking anymore. We're not thinking, well, what about the little guys? What about the guys that got screwed? I almost said another word. That got screwed in some regard, financially or otherwise, through either business or somebody's actions as they were stepping up their ladder. How about the people that got screwed? What about them? Nobody cares about them. That's the day and age that we live in, folks. So, is it such a wonderful life? Well, take a look at the movie and you tell me. But anyway, excellent movie. Go see it. And keep in mind that, I'm underplaying the importance of what I'm saying by undermining myself, but keep in mind, government taking over. It rings true in the movie, it rings true today. It is an enduring theme until something changes. When or what that will be, I have no idea. But unless something does, it ain't going to be such a wonderful life, according to Frank Capra's depiction of it. So just keep that in mind. So that brings me to my last little political oomph, if you will. Again, I am not one for politics per se. I don't like politicians, and I treat them as such. And to be fair, they don't like me. They've proven that time and again. So I feel perfectly justified in what I do. I don't, pick on them for being Democrat. I don't pick on them for being Republican. I don't pick on them for being liberal. I don't pick on them for being conservative. I don't pick on them for being a third party, an independent, whatever. I don't care what party you belong to. I don't care what creed, nationality you are. If you say something stupid or you do something that offends me or hurts me in some way, that's what I'm going to judge you on. And that's what they've done. You'll hear about it on the Nets podcast with Casey Corey about Jane Sanders and the administration. Speaking of screwing, see how this all ties in? And speaking of screwing, the administration of Burlington College in Burlington, Vermont, back in the day when Jane Sanders was there. My experiences there, Casey's experiences there, they're pretty much one and the same at some point. You'll hear that. Believe me. I know I sound preachy, but God, bear with me. There's a good point to this. So, before I get into the final punchline about this government thing, because it's all related. But there's one point I do want to make. This was just kind of a funny little happenstance. I was talking to somebody the other night, and he told me that he was out shopping with his brother for a Christmas party that they were getting ready to go to. And he said that his brother got a black shirt, and they took it up to the register, and when it rang up, it said black gangsta shirt. Now, frankly, I have never followed the current lingo. I understand some of it, I understand some instant message lingo, but a lot of it I'm behind on. But gangsta is supposed to be this cool hip hop rap R&B thing where you're supposed to actually get the idea that gangsta is cool. They're supposed to be kind of, fun, blah 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 blah. But let's face it, gangsta, gangster, doesn't really matter. Either way, somebody's getting shot. Anyway, that's about as funny as I can be right now. Now, that said, back to politics, because it all again relates to the business part of things and buying, and now get into the government again. So, one big government fetish here. Obama wanted to tax Christmas trees this year. Thank heavens that was stopped. I don't want to say too many things about that because, again, it's political. I don't like politics. I don't like talking about politics. If I ever get asked to run for an office, I swear my political stance and my running slogan would be, I'd rather kiss a toilet seat. Unfortunately, based on the way things are going right now, I think I might just get in. That said, Obama wanted to tax Christmas trees this year. Thank heavens it was stopped. Now, humor upon all humor. The media has gotten into a silly repetition of misspeaking continuously, and I keep seeing it in various places. There's one the other day that I'm not going to get into now because you'll hear about it on the next podcast, but it's involving Fox News channel. But in this particular instance, again, Fox News channel, and that was later reported on the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric. So, you can well imagine how I feel about this one, but it is funny, so I had to share it. No lie. They say that some people are referring to Obama as Scrooge. And then the next time they tell the story because they tend to repeat things on the news, as we know. 3 or 4 times throughout the course of an hour on broadcast, so that anybody that missed the news at a certain point can tune in and catch up and then hear the news again. Let's face it, the news is good for about 15 minutes, then good luck to you. So, this is what's funny. Maybe a half hour at most. This is what's funny. They said that people are calling Obama Scrooge, and then when they repeated the news again, they said some people are calling him the Grinch who stole Christmas. You know what I have to say? I'm going to say this not in the intelligent, intellectual way that I believe that this joke/truism should be said, but I'm going to say it in the dumbed-down version so that everybody can understand it on its very most basic level. It's still intelligent, but not as intelligent as it is in its original word in the way I have it written. This is true. They're making a mistake, folks. They're making a mistake. The mistake is Scrooge and the Grinch at the end of the stories have a heart after all. They have a heart. They're making a mistake of comparing Obama to Scrooge and the Grinch who have hearts. Let's face it, Obama's a politician. That doesn't mean he has a heart. In fact, in my personal experience, it means the polar opposite. Which reminds me, go see Polar Express too while you're at it. So with that, that's the Yuletide Pod. And hopefully it's short enough for you who don't have long attention spans. It flows smoothly enough for you. Till next time, good health, good luck, good night, whatever your creed may be. God bless, and happy holidays.